Jamaican stew peas. If you know, you know. It has a rich, creamy, full of flavor and a dish that has been part of our culture for centuries. Today, I am going to show you step by step how to make this comforting meal while sharing a bit of history behind it, because stew peas is more than just food. It is a story of resilience, family, and tradition. The base of stew peas is red kidney beans. These are red kidney beans. These beans did not originally came from Jamaica. They were brought through trade routes. But Jamaicans adopted them into our everyday cooking, like rice and peas, pea soup, and so many more dishes. Beans are important in many African dishes, so it was natural for them to become part of the food traditions here in Jamaica. Stew peas without beans, that could have never worked. In fact, many Jamaicans say it is the beans that carry the spirit of the dish. What do you think? And for this stew peas recipe, I am using chicken. So back in the plantation days, enslaved Africans had to survive on whatever they were given. Salted meats were common because they could be stored without spoiling. Out of hardship, they created dishes that were filling, flavorful, and nourishing to the body. That's how meat like pigtail, salted beef, or even chicken found their way into stew peas. What once was survival food has become Sunday comfort food. So once I wash and pat dry my chicken, I'm just gonna season it with some all-purpose season, some onion powder, some garlic powder, and some green season. I bought the green season from the store. You can make your green season if you want to. While I am not a dumpling person, if cornmeal is added, then yes, I will eat it. So I'm gonna be making some dumpling for this stew peas recipe. So I'm using this white flour and I'm gonna put some cornmeal and salt in there. Once I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the dough. Once I finish kneading my flour, I'm just gonna go ahead and set it aside, cover it with a tablecloth. Once the peas is soft, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken. Jamaica is a land that is full of land, wood, and water, and I'm telling you, Jamaica have a lot of coconut tree. Now the coconut milk is the art of stew peas. It makes the dish creamy and rich. In Jamaica history, coconut was more than just food. It is our medicine. But I am using the coconut powder for this recipe. You can use the coconut powder if you don't have the coconut. Now my people, when it comes down to seasoning, scallion, thyme, onion, garlic, and sometimes pimento, or they call it allspice berry. These are the flavors that give Jamaican food its identity. If you grew up in Jamaica, you know these herbs are staples in almost every pot. The tradition of seasoning with fresh herbs came straight from Africa again, where cooks always built flavor from the ground up. It is part of what makes our food so unforgettable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. One of the best parts of stew peas is the spinners. Little dumplings that stretch the meal and soak up the flavor. Every Jamaican family has their own way of making spinners. Some thick, some thin, but no matter what, they add that special home-style feeling. For many Jamaicans, stew peas bring back childhood memories of Sunday dinner where the entire family gathered around that one pot. So Jamaicans love their spinners in their stew peas. Now, we let the stew simmer until the beans are soft, the coconut milk thickens, and the flavors come together. This part of the process takes patience. Sometimes Jamaican cooking teaches us nothing good comes quick. Just like our history, this dish has layers of struggle and strength. But in the end, it comes together beautifully. So here I had some Irish potato, some carrots, and then I wait until last to add my coconut milk. Why? Because I want it to have that coconut flavor, right? So I'm just going to stir it and allow it to simmer down. Also, I am adding some pimento berry or allspice. And we always serve stew peas with white rice because the creamy gravy soaks right in. Whether you eat it at home, at a cook shop, or even in fine dining restaurants, stew peas remains one of the most loved Jamaican dishes. It comforts, culture, and history in one plate. Subscribe for more.